Hey guys, we're here once again to make food. It's good to make food once in a while. But listen, you can't really see outside right now, but it's raining. It's been raining all day. So it's going to be hard to cook outside. We know that. So we're cooking inside today. Well, what the heck are we making? Well, guess what? Got a little something that I teased a few months ago, and I haven't had the time to sit down and actually make this the way I want to. So we're going to tackle it today. So let me reconfigure here a little bit. I'm working by myself, no camera person, so bear with me for just a moment while I get things going here. Before I do, please remember, very proud to have Holy Cards and Gaming as a sponsor of the channel. They got 3 locations throughout our area. Best deals around, fantastic place to play games, buy cards, get sports memorabilia, and just have fun. And also, of course, another great sponsor of our channel, Gamer Sanctum, been with us just about since day one. Tim and the gang out in Sparta, Wisconsin, fantastic people. They've got all your card needs, your miniature needs, your D&D, everything that you could possibly want. They got it out there at Gamer Sanctum. So check them both out on the social medias. You can find them there. All right, so let's get started. Let me reconfigure things, and I'll show you what we're going to make. All right, let's get started, shall we? Now, if you watched the short on this a few months ago, you're probably going to guess what we're making, but just in case you didn't, here we go. We got about 2 pounds of burger right there. That's some 80-20. We're going to drain the fat out of that once it cooks. We're going to season it up a little bit, show you what that looks like as we cook it. Got some onion, and we are going to make some sauce. Now, this isn't your normal sauce. Let me see if I can lower this camera down a little bit. Maybe you guys can see what I'm doing. Put that over here and see what we can do with it. There we go. You can see the microwave. That's good. Got our bowl right here. Thousand Island dressing. We're going to start with some Thousand Island dressing. We wanted to get the 500 Island dressing because that's lower in calories, but they didn't have any, so we had to go with the 1,000 Island. And we're going to put some of that in here to help make our sauce. That's pretty good. All right, so we got our Thousand Island dressing. We're going to add a little bit of ketchup. Now, we've learned through processes that we don't use as much ketchup as we thought we should originally. We know what we're doing with that now. We got it all figured out. Don't worry about it. And then the third and final ingredient for our sauce. You can see we got about that much in there. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to add some dill relish. I'm going to go with about 2 tablespoons. That's all we really need. Yeah, maybe 3. What the heck? We like dill relish, right? Sure we do. So we'll put 3 in there. Spoon goes in the sink. Bye-bye. So there we are. Relish, ketchup, and Thousand Island dressing. We're going to get the good old spoon man out here. We'll mix that up real good. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy what we do with that. Comes out looking a little bit like this. Now we're going to do something different with this today. Part of the reason for that is Thousand Island dressing and the relish tend to have a little bit of chunkiness to it, okay? Well, for the second part of our dish that we're making today, we don't want to have the chunkiness so much. In the first part, yeah, we can get away with it just fine. But in the second part, we want it to be a little more creamy or thin, if you will. I'll come on over here to the stove real quick. Sheesh, that camera rocks a lot. This is pretty self-explanatory as well. We're just going to bust up our 80-20 burger. Get that in the thing here, get that mixed up real good. We're going to cook that down, drain it off, do the things that we do with that. But something else I'm going to add, if you excuse my reach here. We're going to add something else. Excuse me. I seem to have lost the one that I had. Well, luckily I have another. This is a product that we've featured before, and it's made locally here. This is called Pleasing. Now this has a lot of ingredients in it. There's salt in it, pepper, various other seasonings that are in there. This one's about empty, so we'll just throw that one in. See if we can find another one in here. Yeah. Now this one is the original, but there's all kinds of different ones. They make ones for pork. They make ones for seafood. They make ones for all kinds of different flavors. Now normally, what we're mimicking with this dish doesn't use all that spice in their meat, but you know how we like to turn it up a little bit, make it better. So we're going to be getting this pounded down. Get this all nice and happy. because it likes to be happy. I'm hoping you guys can see this okay, because again, I'm working without a camera person, so I'm kind of shooting from the cuff here. Shoot from the hip. All right, so I ain't gonna bore you to tears with that. We'll come back in a little bit and we'll show you exactly how we're gonna put this together once everything's done. And also we have an ingredient in the oven that's just about done cooking, and we'll show you that too. All right? It's all right. So if you haven't figured out by now, because I haven't shown you all the ingredients yet, but you've seen most of them, what we're doing. That burger is just about done, so I'm gonna turn that off real quick. Here in the upper Midwest, we kind of like our comfort foods, just like you do all over the place. Down south, they like their comfort foods. We have ours too. Ours usually consists of more things like hot dishes. Why that is, I don't know. But that's the way it is. So today, we're putting a new twist on an old favorite, at least one of mine, from the fast food joints. Probably a little bit better for you. Probably going to taste better. But it's still one of my favorites, and that's the Big Mac. You guys know the Big Mac from the drive-thru with the golden arcs and everything like that. Well, we're going to make our own twist on that. And one of the things that we're going to do, and I'm not going to be able to show you this while I do it, we've got taters in there. You got tater tots, little hash browns in there. We're going to be using those as part of the dish, as well as the meat that we've got, the sauce that we made. We are going to go over here as well. Let me see if I can kind of get this focused in a little bit better on what's going on over here. There we are. And right about there looks pretty good. We got our pickles, because you got to have pickles, special sauce, lettuce, cheese on a Sesame Street bun. No bun this time. Ninja 2000. We've taken some of our sauce, and we're going to put it in the Ninja 2000. And if you remember how I told you we were going to go with some creamy sauce, you'll see why in a little bit, but this is what we're doing with it. We're trying to emulsify and chop down the relish pieces, the Thousand Island dressing pieces, and all that stuff. We want to get it as liquidy as possible. There we go. Ninja 2000 doing its job just like it should. So let me get everything together here. I'll show you how we put it together, show you what it looks like when it's done, let you know how it tastes. So stick around. There we go. Okay. So we got all the as much of the fat as we can reasonably drain out of the meat. Got that in the bowl right here. We're going to take that sauce that we made earlier with the Thousand Island dressing and the ketchup and the relish, and we're going to add that to this. Now, I'm going to tell you this, gang. The original recipe that I saw for this didn't put any of the dressing in the meat and in the body of this. And that's fine if you like it that way. For us, you know, we think of that as what we call a made right, or a loose meat sandwich. I want it to be a little more sloppy Joe-like, so it'll hold together just a little bit more, okay? So that's why we're doing it this way. Now we're also going to take that white onion that we chopped up earlier, and we're going to put that white onion right in there. Instead of putting it on the top and having it falling around, this sauce will actually help hold that together a little bit in our dish. We're going to keep it together nicely with the meat, and we're also going to add a 2-cup pack of Colby Jack cheese. And you can use the cheese that you like. Make sure you taste test it though, gang. Okay? Taste testing is important. We're going to add this shredded Colby Jack cheese, because again, what this will end up doing is this will help bind these ingredients together, so when you go to eat it, it shouldn't fall apart as easily. This is my take on it. If you want it to be a loose meat sandwich type casserole thing, booyah, do it. That's okay. You do it how you like. This is what I think I like. And I actually made this dish once by the recipe that I found. And I wasn't, like I say, I wasn't overly thrilled with how it turned out, like a loose meat sandwich. It just wasn't for me. So this is what we're going to do. I will put that aside for a minute. We're almost ready for it. Let me go check on the other ingredients quick. You guys check out the bottle. Now here's what we did with the sauce that we put in the Ninja 2000. We're putting it in a squeeze bottle because we want to be able to use that at the end of making this. All right? So let's get the last ingredient out that we need. I believe they're done. Oof. Hot tamales. Oh boy. See them beat boiling in the pot? Ah, there we go. There we go. Check it out. We got those hash browns, okay? And I made 2 trays of them. And why in the heck do we make 2 trays? I think I'm only going to need 1, maybe 1 1/4. But why not have more hash browns, right? All right. Let's go back over here. Let me see if I can line this camera up right. That's pretty good. Over here, we've got our baking dish, or your casserole pan, or your cake pan, or whatever you want to call it. And I greased it. And you think to yourself, why the heck would you grease it? You got cheese with oil in it. You got beef with the oil, the grease in it. That's okay. I would rather not have it stick. And I have a notorious habit of making things stick for some reason. Like I could stick Teflon to anything. I don't know how, but I can do it. So there's that. All our goodies and meats mixed in there. We'll press that out into the pan, make it nice and even. Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy, tummy, tummy. Now, there's more debate that could go on at this point. You think to yourself, what do you mean? You've already got all the ingredients. Well, do you want to put the cheese on the top? Or do you want to put the cheese underneath? For me, I'm going to do the cheese on top of the hash browns. Just because I think that's going to be better. And by the way, we seasoned these with that same... Yep. The pleasing seasoning. Very nice. So we're going to get these all put on top of the dish here. Forgive me, it'll take me a minute to do this. I know there's not a lot of banter when I'm here alone, but hey, you know, Danielle had a rough day today at work. So I told her, you know what, don't worry about it. I got this. Dad's got it covered. Dad can do it. Dad enjoys cooking it, and Dad enjoys filming. Dad enjoys doing lots of things. Get all these taters on you really nice like that. So once we get this done, we're going to add another 8-ounce bag of cheese to the top. And again, it's Colby Jack. Now again, you can go with mild cheddar if you prefer. You can go with American if you want. I personally don't really like American cheese all that much. I don't know, just something about it. But you know, you use what you like. If you don't like onions, don't put onions in it. You know, this turns more into being like Burger King where you can have it your way because you're making it. The only rules that are applying to your food is what you want. That's the beautiful thing about it. Yeah, we're almost done. This tray is almost empty. I'm probably going to have to use a little bit off the other tray, but then we'll have leftovers. My favorite. I don't know a fat guy that doesn't like leftovers, right guys? You're a big guy out there. Ruby, that's enough out of you. The old peanut gallery is going off again. Ruby, shush. Oh, look at that. We got just enough to do that one. That means a whole tray for me. Fantastic. I love it. Let me show you that real quick. We also got to put the pickles on. More taste testing. They're very good. Ruby, shush. Now, forgetting that I had pickles to put on, I think the pickles probably should have went under, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference. You guys please forgive me. Ruby's been really having a time the last few days and not exactly sure what's going on. All right. Maybe she wants to go out. Let's go see if she wants to go out. Outside? Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Yeah, you can go outside. That's fine. Yeah, can't have your partner. I like that. Here you go. Oh, I apologize for that, everybody. So we're going to get a nice layer of pickles on here. And again, if you don't like as much pickle on yours, hey, more power to you. Just use a few. If you've ever watched some of our older videos where we use pickles as like an ingredient in everything, we love our pickles. So we're going to pickle it up. Now, part of the reason I would go with the pickles on the bottom, if I would have remembered, is it'll let the tater tots stay a little bit crispier and crunchier. And that's where the debate about the cheese can come in as well. If the cheese is on top of the hash browns, they're probably going to get a little bit more soggy. Me personally, I'm pretty okay with it being either way. There we are, all done. Now on to the second layer of cheese, yeah. Again, an 8-ounce bag of Colby Jack. You use your favorites, whatever they may be. Whatever it is that you like, that's where the rules apply. Somebody says, well, the rules say you got to use this. Your kitchen, your food, you're eating it, your rules. You know it. We just give you a guideline. You follow through with how you want to do it. Okay. So there we go, gang. This is going to go in the oven until the cheese is melted and lightly browned. Probably going to be about 20 minutes at 350 degrees. So I will get that done, pull it out, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. All right, so we're about 15 minutes in. Oh, by the way, there's the extra hash browns. Yummy! We're about 15 minutes in, give or take. Close enough for me. We're going to pull this out, see how we're doing. Oh, yeah. Take a look at that. How's that look? That looks fantabulous, right? So what I'm going to do now is I am going to put this in my mouth. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to take a chunk of this and cut it out. A little chunk out deep. Comes out pretty good. Grease in the pan makes all the difference in the world, yo. I don't care what anybody tells you. So there she is in the nice 5-cent bowl. Finish this off. Got a little bit of shredded lechuga here, a little lettuce. Put that on top. Because lettuce comes with the pickles, cheese, and the Sesame Street bun or whatever it is. But the other thing I want to do, let me turn the camera around here so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Remember we did the Ninja 2000? We're going to put a little bit of that sass on the top. Just to make it taste better. Like sass. I love sass. Why I'm as sassy as I am. Alright, so here we go, gang. Mix it up a little bit. Let's give it a taste. I'll tell you this, gang, it stays together a little better than it did the first time I made that. Or it's more like that loose meat sandwich we talked about. There's a reason why I like Big Macs, because pickles, Thousand Island dressing, lettuce, meat, onions, all that stuff, special sass, go together amazing on a sandwich. That's it, gang. We got that amazing. And oh, one other thing I want to point out. I am going to put this in the containers in the refrigerator like this. And the reason that I'm doing that is because if I put all that lettuce on there, you guys know good and well, it'll be soggy by the next time somebody goes to eat it. And we can't have soggy lettuce. That's terrible. Can't do that. So we're going to put that aside, and you can put it on as you heat it up and eat it. There we go. Nice home cooking, little comfort food from the upper Midwest, twisted out of the big MC Golden Arc sandwich. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell notification. Comment below, me know what you think. If you like the Big Mac, if you like this kind of thing, have you made it before? Let me know. Till next time, gang, we made that at home, and it's good. No copyright infringement, though. It's the big MC, the Golden Arc. We'll see you next time, gang. Thanks for joining.